What's going on, everybody? So as you can see by this video, I want to discuss like a quick story that's happened. Ooh, someone almost got hit. Like a quick story that happened in the past couple of weeks that it really struck me, and it kind of like actually sealed in some lessons I've been learning and starting to apply to my life. And it's pretty much like what to do when God sends a storm your way. Jesus. like the storm can appear in any type of way. You know, it could be a challenge. It could be something with your business goes wrong. It could be something like some turbulence in your relationship. You get sick out of nowhere. It could be anything. My storm was someone I wanted to help. Okay. Now, I do know that before my spiritual journey, and it's kind of only gotten stronger now, to be quite honest, but it's like I have a savior complex. I know I do. I want to save everybody. I want to save the world, you know, and it hurts when I fail at that. You see what I'm saying? It hurts me, you know, and that's something I need to work on, where it's like I need to, not take too much blame for someone else not willing to help themselves. So I can't remember which video it was, but I talked about the dude that came up to me and was like, hey, I want to change my life. You know, I'm an alcoholic, I'm a drug addict, and I want to fix my life. You know, I went to a doctor and they told me I have a year to live if I don't fix this. You know, so I was like, damn, dude, like, I want to help you. I really do. I'm here for you. But like, it's like the part of me already knew, though, it's not going to be easy, you know. But my thing was, it was like, I thought I'd be able to, you know, work with him easy. I thought the energy from me would go on to him and he'd be like more inspired. I'm not saying perfection. I wasn't demanding perfection, like, you know, touch your head, which is the goal, but touch your head and you're healed. I wasn't expecting all that, but I was expecting, like, damn, like, let's at least start talking. Let's baby steps into this, you know. And it's like, for me, it hurt because the same day I met him, he said, like, I'm gonna go to detox. Like, we had a good conversation, so I thought we were good. I thought we were at least good to get started. I was expecting a couple fall offs here and there, but I was expecting him to get started, you know what I mean? And like, what happened was, like, he said he went to detox for 3 days. It was a 3-day detox, and in my head I'm like, what's 3 days gonna do? But whatever, you know, start to start, you know. And after those 3 days, like, I got busy with my week, so like I kind of didn't hit him up or anything. But I was like, yo, he's been out of that detox for 3 days, and then in my head I was like, crap, you know what I mean? Like, I automatically knew he was back on the stuff that he was doing. So like, I hit him up. I said, hey, you trying to go work out? No text for like 2-3 days, like no text back, no nothing. I was like, he's gone, you know. But then he hit me up and saying, like, this is gonna be, you know, this is gonna be tough. Like, I drank the same night I got out of detox. I'm like, what's the point? You know, like, I'm not trying to sound insensitive. I'm really not, because I know people are battling these issues. I know something that he said that he's been doing for 13 years isn't going to change overnight. I get that. But when are you going to start? You know, and that's for anyone out there that, like, you know, struggling with something like that. It's like, when are you going to start? You know, like, I get it. Like, these substances have a power over you, and it's going to be a tug of war until you eventually start winning, until you develop that mental, spiritual inertia, that momentum to get you forward, to start you keep moving. It's like, it starts off slow, it's hard, and then it gets easier. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a train moving forward. It starts off slow, chugga, and then it's off to the races, right? So I hit him with a long message. I was like, look, and this is true though, like, this is the part that, you know, it kind of keeps me sane, where it's like, I'm a hard ass when it comes to people in my life that I want you to do better. You know, like, I don't tolerate people with excuses. You know, I don't. Like, you make excuses, I'm gonna tell you you're making an excuse and not giving me a reason. That's something I always tell people. I don't give excuses, I give reasons. You know what I mean? And it's just nothing but excuses. Oh man, I've been doing this for this long. I've been doing this. I'm like, so you've been drinking and killing yourself for 13 years, and you think that's your reason to not try to better yourself. That's how I see it. But obviously he's so clouded with all this stuff in his system and all that, it doesn't make sense to him. Like, he doesn't think he can do it. He already gave up on himself, you know. And it hurt, you know. And I hit him this long text, and he was like, yo, you're right, man. It's like, I said, look, I'm gonna be out here at the park, you know, the same park I'm always at, the same pull-up little kick, what's this thing called, field goal that I do my pull-ups on with my calisthenics. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be out here at 10 o'clock on Sunday. Like, I expect you to be out here. If you're not, lose my number. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of like how much of a hard ass I am. But at the same time, I know that might sound mean to some people, but it's like, yo, I was pretty much just doing that. It's like, yo, I'm trying to put it in his brain. I gotta get up and do it. I gotta get up. I gotta get up. So on that Sunday, I came out here at 9:50 because I wanted to get my warm up in before he got out here. Was I expecting him to come out here? It was like a 50-50. Like, I wanted him out here, and I wanted everything in me. I wanted him to be out here. But it was like 10, 10:15, 10:30, 10:45. I'm pretty much done with my workout. And like, it just slowly hurt me. Like, this is like actually the first time I felt disappointment from, like, you know, someone outside of my life. You know, no one outside of my life has disappointed me. And like, I really sat there and I thought about it, and like, I can't even lie, like, I almost teared up a little bit, because like, I really wanted to help this dude. I really wanted to, you know. And that's like where the title of this video comes from. It's like, he was my storm, you know. Like, the storm can come in any shape, form, or fashion. It can come, like, you could be a mechanic and you've been building this car from scratch. Boom, boom, boom. Everything's perfect. You driving around, and you just pull out your driveway and the wheel falls off or something. And that crushes you because you're a mechanic. You built this car and you're just like, wow, I thought I did it right. And then, and that could hurt you. That could hurt your ego, your pride, all the above. You know what I'm saying? So with me, I consider myself a healer. I consider myself a divine being that's here to help people. So when I fail at that crushes me, you know, because I was like, yo, like, this could have been awesome. Like, this could have been like a success story, you know what I mean? And it hurt, you know. And I was really down for like a total of, like, you know, 15 minutes. Don't get me wrong. I've learned to acknowledge when I'm in that low place. But like, for like a solid 15 minutes, I could have got stuck. You know, I was just like, damn, man, like, it's just like, I thought that would help him. I thought I was really deep. It hurt. Like, I had like a heartache for this person. You know, I wanted to heal them. I don't want them to, like, you know, die prematurely. Yes, I do believe in predestination, but maybe it would have been my role to extend that. You know, maybe it would have been my role that got him a little bit further. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I was like, you know what? If he didn't want to help himself, why am I going to give him all that energy? You see what I'm saying? You know, my storm passed with that realization. You know, you have to realize what it takes for your storm to pass. You know, mine was, I'm not going to give him my energy. I'm not going to, like, you know, develop plans. I'm not going to give him my thoughts. I'm not going to give him my attention if he's not willing to do it. Because he texted me like around 3 o'clock that same Sunday saying, oh, sorry, my bad, dude. I didn't wake up for my alarm. I was up till 7 a.m. doing coke. And I was like, I didn't even reply back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I understand he has a condition. I understand he is sick. But that sounded like straight up idiocy to me. It was straight up. I was like, so you're up till 7 o'clock doing coke, but you want and need me to help you. I was like, yo, if you don't get I'm sorry, grandma, but if you don't get the fuck out of here, like, nah, I'm not rolling with that. You know, like, that's the type of stuff that I was telling you that I give reasons. I don't give excuses. You know, that was an excuse. I was up till 7 a.m. doing coke. What are you doing up that late, early for? Like, you don't see there's a problem that you're snorting a white powder? You know what I'm saying? Like, and sorry, this is going to get a little ranty, but like, alcoholics, you know, and not even really alcoholics, because like, I've quit completely all drinking alcohol, even if it's one beer, one glass of wine. I'm like, it doesn't do anything for me, you know. But it's like, yeah, you really have to think about this. Some people, you know, it's like, and I'm talking about the average Joe. I'm not talking about the person that really, they don't care where the alcohol comes from as long as it gets in their system. I'm talking about the average Joe. If you like really think about it, you get this expensive bottle of liquor, you know what I'm saying? My dad loves Crown, the Apple Crown, the Crown Royal. And like, but it's like, if you really put that into a plastic bottle and just had it on the side of the road, would you drink it? No. But you're putting it into a nice fancy glass so it makes you feel fancy. But all it is some brown liquid that burns when you drink it. That's all it is. That's how all I see it as. It's a brown liquid and then vodka. Like, it looks like water, but it burns you. Some clear thing that burns you. And it's like, I don't understand the alcohol culture, because all it does is hurt your body. You know what I'm saying? Drugs. You know, you literally have to inject yourself, or you have to inhale a powder, or you have to take this tablet that does some weird stuff to your body. You know, it was something I got from Laila Africa. He's like, if it's meant to be in your body, you should be able to eat about as much of it as you want. And he gave like the example of using salt in food, right? And I know I'm getting a little way off topic. I'm gonna bring it back though. It's like, he was talking about like salt, for example. He said, if salt is so good for you, He said, eat a bowl of salt. Just eat a bowl of it and see what happens to you. If you love alcohol so much, I know some people can, but it's like drink a big bowl of alcohol, just in one gulp, and see what happens to you. You get sick. And I'm talking about the average Joe, not the frat Chad that's like, yeah, bro, I could drink everything. I could drink a whole keg, bro. But it's like these things aren't supposed to be in your body. And your body literally knows that. It burns. If your hand is on the stove and it burns, what do? You take your hand off the stove. When you even with hot food, when the food is too hot, your body rejects it. It tries to cool it off, and sometimes if it's too hot, you spit it out. Your body rejected it. You see what I'm saying? And like we try to force feed ourselves hot food. You got that weird chew. You're trying to breathe in the hot air so you can bring it down. It's like you are literally overriding your body. And I alluded to some of this stuff in one of my other videos about how you're working against your body. But with that being said, these are the things that go on in my mind. So my storm is going to be different from somebody else, the mechanic and the spiritual dude. You see what I'm saying? It's like I wanted to help this dude, but he wasn't willing to help himself. And that's what you need to understand as spiritual people, especially you're watching my videos. You're going to want to help people, but there comes a time you have to draw the line and protect yourself, protect your own energy. You know what I mean? Because I could have easily, it's like I'm empathic. I know I am. It's like I put on this hard, tough exterior, but it's like, once I see the effort, then I soften up to you. But if you don't give me any effort whatsoever, you're cut off to me. That's how I protect myself. You know what I mean? It's like you have to prove yourself to me. If you don't feel like I'm worthy enough for you to prove yourself towards, then don't. Simple. Just get out of my life. But I don't know, man. Like, I'm still on this journey, and I'm reading Walter Lanyon right now. He pretty much tries to walk you through the steps of Jesus, the steps Jesus took, the teachings that Jesus talked about. And I'm trying to walk in those steps. And like, to be quite honest with you, I feel it. Every day I feel like I'm more and more each day in heaven. I'm bringing my heaven to earth. They say the gates of heaven open up to you and all that type of stuff. Well, technically we are all the temple of God. So we have to open our gates up to heaven. The whole world, all this universe, you can call it the ether, you can call it the energy, you can call it source, you can call it God, whatever you want to call it, is always flowing. But the reason you're not getting the right things that you want is because your gates, your temple gates, are closed to these things. They're closed. And then when you start to when you try to use affirmations, you try to use prayer, you're kind of creaking the door open. That's when you start to see the signs. That's when you start to see the light. You know what I mean? So like, you just have to open your doors to the right things, but you also need to close them off to the right thing too. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that later on, but right now I'm just following these footsteps. I'm just learning and learning. And this was my storm. Each storm is an experience in itself, and it's something that I learned quickly from. Old me would have been dwelling on it. Old me would have been texting him and calling him and be like, hey man, yo, come on, man, we could do this, come on. But I'm just at the same time, I'm just like, nah. It's like, that's how I am, like, with everybody in my life. You hit me up, I hit you up. Simple. The only people I go out of my way for is usually my parents, my grandparents. And that's about it for now until I have somebody else in my life. But like, right now, these are the only people I go out of my way to talk to. Everybody else, you hit me up, I hit you up. I'm too busy. I'm out here learning stuff. I'm out here growing, and I'm out here having experiences like this that are building my spiritual self-esteem, if you will. I'm just going to keep on going. I'm just going to share my experiences with y'all. So I hope this made sense. I hope I didn't get too ranty. I hope I brought it back well enough. I kind of got a little tangent there, but that's just me. I'm just here to document my journey. Till the next one.